Yes, the secret of a trebuchet. An ancient secret passed from generation to generation, since the time reptiles ruled the world. An ultimate stratagem in Godsword camp defense. And all that, ours, thanks to Commander Zapf, one of the best commanders on Gunnar Hold. A battle plan of Commander Zapf is very deep and insightful. A normal person, taking the Godsword and having about 250 ballistae, would probably build 2 ballistae, not 1. Yet when I asked Commander Zapf, "Commander, why don't we build 2 ballistae and upgrade Godsword to 250 supply?" He answered, "Listen, Urxalis, and listen good. Now you have 1 ballista and you have a normal camp. They think they can take it from you. Yet when you upgrade it and have 2 ballistae, they can only swarm you. Give them a way to fight, and fight they will. Take the chance from them, and you will be zerged." On hearing that, I was totally like, "Wow, Commander Zapf, you're so awesome." He knew that. There was one more thing I didn't understand, so I simply had to ask. "Commander Zapf," I asked, "but why Treb? I mean, Treb in Godsword defense? That's really novel." Novel, in this case, means it's quite stupid. "You no understand the secret of the trebuchet," he answered, "and that's a great secret. There are all those pro guilds, hardcore players, world versus worlders, and they will see a trebuchet in the camp. What does a trebuchet mean? Are you a pro player? No, you're a noob. And only a noob calls a zerg to kill noobs." And then I understood. It was totally psychological warfare, one only Commander Zapf could have imagined. This fabulous strategy allowed us to keep the camp for a really long time, before we got totally overwhelmed finally, but let the story unravel by itself, with the great knowledge of Commander Zapf. By the way, shout out to Arborstone players. Thanks for the fight here. It was really one of the most hilarious and fun things I have done in Guild Wars. This is a small skirmish. 2 of them went behind the house, so they are screened from ballista fire, while the underleveled necromancer wanted to be a hero and damage the ballista. Please notice how this spreadshot devastates the poor guy, and how the guard, by immobilizing him, allowed me to get a clear shot. At the same time, Morgul and Dru didn't allow other players to flank me from the other side. In short, a senseless death. I like those. When the skirmish failed, enemies disengaged by using a thief and some kind of invisibility. A plan similar to the last one, but this time a bit more people and better coordinated. 3 of them, 3 of us, and the camp and siege, so we've got a great advantage. Once again, a spread shot opening. Please notice the amount of total damage this ballista have dealt. And now, an interesting thing. Enemies focus on the ballista. Not on me, not on Dru, not on Morgul, on the ballista. In this situation, it would be quite suicidal for me to stay on the ballista, but jump out, some mesmer skills, and jump in onto ballista. Afterwards, pow pow with the ballista, move out, and the story goes again. To hit them, cripples and pulls are invaluable, so the focus curtain detonation was very nice in this case. And having a great tactical advantage, we were able to destroy them here. And this was a moment both us and them knew they do need more people to down us, even if we have a trebuchet in the Godsword camp. The last attack has left our ballista quite damaged, but I didn't notice. The Arborstone invaders decided to capitalize on that and try to destroy ballista at the cost of their lives. This is a no finesse, no sophistication, frontal, brutal attack against a ballista. One, the ballista is designed to repel the best. If you ever attack a ballista, do it other way. Because not dodged spreadshot will kill you in the close range, no matter how much hit points do you have. The ballista got destroyed, which, well, kind of astonished me. Still, 3 of us and camp versus 2 players, 1 downed, could end only in one way. other players evacuated because Ballista was destroyed. And here, the great knowledge of Commander Zapf is apparent. I could build another Ballista. Probably they thought we have only one Ballista. Maybe. If I was that Arborstone invader over there, I would be really unhappy right now. By the way, World Exp Build Mastery 2. Worth it. Notice, 2 hits of a hammer and I have used 10 supply. 5 World Exp points. A silence before a storm. After last attack, they knew we can rebuild the Ballista if they down it. So now it is the question of mobilizing the forces. Either they have the forces enough to destroy us, or we will destroy them, rebuild the Ballista and nothing happened. This time they have decided to use the best way to assault a Ballista. Attack from all sides at the same time. Please notice. Some of them hide behind the house where Doliacs are. Some of them hide behind the portal. As we know, they will attack the Ballista, they will center against us, and they are more numerous than last time. We are preparing, refining the tactics, stay alive. And as usual, make fun of usual organized guilds with stackmite and stuff. So, the battle starts now. I let them bait me and fire where they want me to fire, but I watch our behinds, because the real attack comes from there. Sadly, they completely split and I couldn't target 2 of them with spreadshot. The way they attacked is the best possible way to attack Ballista, I think. Once again, the focus is on the Ballista, so we can do a lot of evil stuff at them. One of them has been killed off camera by Dru and Morgul. I didn't manage to get any shot of this Ballista anymore, sadly. But proper targeting, focusing fire and immobilize compensated to me by killing one more enemy. Then a usual slog with no proper target selection, and as you see, our efficiency in killing dropped. But there are 3 of us, 3 of them, they are damaged, and we have a camp. And we have a trebuchet, of course, which is the most useful thing ever in this camp. So, after a short skirmishing, some attritioning, and resourceful use of camp defenses, in other words, doing nothing more than usual, we are able to finally attrition them down, wear them down, and execute the ones which are in the camp. This time, enemies know that they have to come here as soon as possible, because if they won't, I will rebuild a Ballista very fast. In other words, we have incoming people, and this time we don't have time to rebuild a Ballista. I have tried to catch that necromancer to kill him, but even if I was so close, I didn't manage to do so, and I have overstretched. Fortunately, nothing completely bad happened out of it. I have managed to go away because they need to regroup as well. I didn't manage to put up a Ballista yet, and they started to come again. Although they do come in numbers, they did not swarm us, they did not zerg us. I really appreciate that because we have been quite a pain in the rear in this whole time. Once again overstretching on my part, this time potentially far more dangerous because enemies are still coming and they are using crowd control skills. So I get pushed back or something, I'm lying down and I can't teleport or use invisibility, no stun breakers on me. Seems even invisibility didn't help me because I got pulled. Still, a mesmer can escape most situations as long as they don't panic. But I ran out of some useful cooldowns I would really want to have right now during the fight. While I was goofing around on the front doing nothing really useful, maybe aside deconcentrating them, Dru and Morgul were working and taking down a bronze soldier here. Sadly, Dru got downed. Fortunately, he has managed to rally from the downed bronze soldier. At this point, situation does not look optimistic at all. The only thing we can do is fight as long as possible, because there is no way in hell we are going to win this particular fight. Even if I could interrupt the stomping of Morgul, I couldn't really heal him, too many of them. Our mission has been met though, we have managed to take the tick, one more tick, which made us protect this camp for about half an hour or even more. All thanks to the trebuchet and Commander Zapf, of course. In the chaos of the fight, they have managed to greatly hit me and reduce my hit points very heavily. I have managed to use invisibility to stay alive, but at the same time Dru got downed, and there was nothing I could really do at that point. Trying to down the necromancer couldn't end in stomping, but it was a nice act of pure malice. I like pure malice. I lost too many clones before I managed to distort, and I got proofed back. So, one more proof that a non-glassy mesmer can take a lot of punishment, and I could have tried to run. But to be honest, they did give us a great fight. They did deserve to defeat us, and why not die here, to be honest? They deserved to kill us. So I've turned around and charged. My friends are in the border waypoint anyway. Thank you very much for this fight, Arborstone. I was giggling a lot during that fight. You didn't swarm us, you didn't take the Zerg. Thank you. Hope you had fun killing the trebuchet. If you've managed to survive to this point, take a small bonus. Please notice how a spread shot is dependent on the player using this skill, not on the Ballista. Learn from Commander Zapf, for his knowledge is great.